Early morning Ascension show. Yay! We wanted to get everybody into the groove for this weekend. Powerful, powerful full moon eclipse. Oh my gosh. So if you want to do a ceremony about releasing any experiences, stories, vibrations, today is the Beaver full moon in Taurus eclipse. And so it's an incredible time because of, we all know the symbolisms of beavers working so very hard in dynamic and diverse environments and learning how to build the foundations that simply don't crumble. They just weather in time and they become the strength of their ongoing commitment and persistence to seeing things through and making things happen. And so how wonderful too that it's in Taurus. You know, being a Taurus myself, I understand that, you know, working really hard in your own dreams and your own visions and your own goals and your own aspirations, you know, to kind of see the beauty of it and for it to come forward. That's one of the things that we do best is we're one of the most steadfast signs in the zodiac that absolutely honor completion, and we get things done, and we get it done with perseverance and dedication and devotion. So always hold fast to your dreams, always hold fast to who you are, the alignment of who you are. And we wanted to say really quickly that today is the last day. Lots of clearing. That's part of my clearing as well. We're doing the eclipse of any densities that are held within your chakras, that are held within your multidimensional systems. So really take time to clear out all of those energies and claim who you are, claim your dreams and your destinies. In every new full moon, allow yourself to release anything that's holding you back from claiming all that you are. And that's why we have those beautiful cycles, and why it's really great to get intimate with your cycle, because only you know you, only you know the energies and the stories and the vibrations that you're moving through to release. Only you and God can move through that. Nobody else can do it for you. Your energies, your challenges, your lessons, your karma, all of those are for your intimate story with spirit to work through and to bring forward in new and dynamic ways so you can claim yourself anew every day. That's why we have that daily self-care, because it really allows you to get intimate with spirit, intimate with yourself as guiding yourself as spirit, guiding yourself into the beautiful, incredible self-discovery journey that allows you to just continue that evolution of love and light and really stay in the forefront of continuing manifesting and sustaining that great light that's always there for you to unpack. Always. There's always light to unpack. Always, always, always. And so the understanding of these really big energies is not only to know that you can navigate any experience, so have the confidence. Spirit's always with you. So part of our offering today will be super, super quick because everybody's really excited about these weekend energies. So really make the most of it. Get out with Gaia, get your body grounded, feel the fun and the joy of all your ancestors with you, spirit with you in all of your realignments that you come to center, and just breathe positivity, breathe love, breathe the joy and the beauty of spirit that is in all things, in all moments, and all people. We are Christ consciousness. The awakening is the awareness of that Christ consciousness, the acknowledgement of that Christ consciousness, and the bringing it in and working with it every day. Bringing it in and working with the understanding that the truth is we are universal, omnipresent beings of love and light. We are built of spirit, and our bodies encase, and we are that encasement of spirit. Every cell, every molecule. Our DNA is the story of love. It is the Technicolor dream code that spirit is always matching you and activating in your equal measure to unpack your own light and your own magnificence. So just know that. Your DNA is unique to you, your story, and all of your gifts that you're here to express and explore and bring forward anew, that is your story that is held within your DNA and constantly worthy of you to mold and to work into brand new experiences. Your DNA is yours. It's your Akash, it's your lineage, it's your star dust, it's your cosmic dust, it's your multi-dimensional omnipresent experience. I know I've had many experiences of energies that I could not explore in the explanation of them because they're from other universes. And so we are absolutely tapping into that omnipresence of becoming. Our wholeness is universal, omnipresent. Omnipresent is the allness of allness that is spirit. And learning how to work with it and honor it and heal from within and without. And releasing every story that keeps you in fear, limitation, conflict, drama, anything that allows you to feel anything less than. So really look at your environments, look at the energies in your environments, and start moving through the experience of how to move away from, how to start shifting away from, how to letting go of the vibrational stories, and set the example of unconditional Christ love. because that's what the Christ consciousness is. It's oneness. Christ consciousness is the oneness and love of all things. But you get to choose how you navigate, what energies you entangle with, and what your leveling up of claiming your new experience, claiming your new vibrational desire is for you. And so today is the last day of our really short 4-card offering that I've never offered at $33 before. So it's a 30-minute experience, $33 US, and the link will be below. Today is the last day on Friday, November 20th. Or no, November 19th. So today is the last day. And so if you send me an email by the end of day today, then I will honor that $33 price. Okay, and so here is the weekend. It is a full moon eclipse. So eclipses are those things that we want to release from our life. So whether it's a belief, an attitude, whether it's a behavior, whether it's a way you feel about your body, how and who you are within the grand sculpture of creation, because you are part of that sculpture. Spirit is you in that co-creative partnership. You and spirit are molding yourself into a new life, into a new light body. And every now new moment, you get to experience yourself brand new. And that's up to you to unpack it, and you, in your own free will, is to call in the heavenly lights and start co-creating your new experience. So it's always that equal measure of equal work and equal love of who you are, so that you're constantly walking in that new experience of allowing yourself to really carve this new legacy that's just for you. Your choices, your moments of your alignment, your every footprint, your every word, your every breath, your every thought, word, and deed, as we've been talking about for years on KCOR, our global radio show. And we do have, just so that you know, I was looking back on our YouTube channel way back when, most of our really, really old YouTube experiences are our really old KCOR radio shows. And there's some really great stuff in there. So if you want to take the time and go through way back to the beginning of our YouTube channel, our KCOR offerings, there's some really great episodes in there. You know, some sacred travels that I had in Peru, I think in 2016, when I went to Peru, and there were some amazing stories that came back from there, some sacred land experiences. And so really tap into those older shows and segments. You'll get a lot out of it. And also I'm posting on the community board now. And so I'm putting in a lot of my land experiences and my sacred Gaia speak, the experiences that I have with Gaia and spirit, and all the beautiful things that many of the spirits and the councils that I've been connecting with and that are always with me, are leaving me little energetic experiences in all of my travels and all of my personal evolution, just to inspire you that you are also a part of this evolution. There is great joy and there is great beauty, and that's why I'm here. I am the queen and the inspirator of great joy and beauty and all that is spirit, and that is my mission. That is my purpose, to come forward and explore and empower and inspire each and every aspect of life within life as we transition from 3D to 5D, to know that there is absolute infinite beings of consciousness that are with you to transform and transmute, so that you absolutely create the experience that you want with spirit, in spirit, as spirit. Because we are spirit, our bodies could not survive in the nourishment of ourselves as spirit. So you will see yourselves in these new energies of unpacking your new light, harmonizing your new light, to honor the new ways that you're thinking and seeing reality. That's how you know you're awakening. You know when you see reality differently. You know of yourself differently. You are seeking the way to express and explore yourself differently and more uniquely. That is the awakening process. And that thus then allows you the expansiveness of who you are in the micro, macro ball creation. Not only this planet, but the galaxy, and how you are threaded to myriad councils and galactic federations and all the legacies of light that you come with. So think and ponder. Spend that time in the morning where you really get intimate with you. You understand your ascension cycle when you're going through a release, when you're going through an integration, when you're calling in new information, when you're calling in activations of private intuitive sessions and getting that vibrational alignment, whatever it is in your cycle that you're moving through. It's absolutely divinely timed. It's absolutely purposeful. And it is your Technicolor dream coat of your expansive divine song with spirit. And you're meant to explore it and express it and devote to it. Because your devotion in equal measure will allow you to be that most expansive experience. Those people that truly devote themselves to themselves, the passion and the love of themselves, they lead the most incredible lives, because they know what it makes to create something profound with their unique gifts, not taking or mimicking from others, but to really create something that's unique to them by being full in embrace with their vibrational gifts, to be passionate about their vibrational gifts and work within it and really change them and expand them. You've seen me change over the years. All of you have seen me grow up and change over the years. And each time I come forward, It's about the genuine and benevolent and authentic version of who I am to come forward new as many times as often and really encapsulate all the energies that I'm living with and I'm moving with. So that all of the Christ consciousness energies and conduit energies you have within your potentiation to say, what can I look forward to do to inspire myself to bring my family up to a higher vibration? Because your vibrations affect everything. Your choices affect everything. And that becomes your legacy. So what is your legacy? What are you bringing forward for yourself? What vibrations are you wanting to be sensual about and explore? So they wanted to just bring forward this really quick thing, and then we'll do a card. And so these are the channeling messages, is that they're saying, and we all know it, we can all feel it. We are in the clutches of great change, and we wish you all the greatest of tidings in these brand new opportunities of exciting portals that are ushering you into the destinies of your joyful purpose. Be open to the infinite ways that are always bountiful in the offerings that is spirit. Nothing can slip away from you that has always been meant for you and written for you by that which is God and your blueprint. It is only for your own pathway and your own discovery and your own learning and growth for you to be in love and in alignment for yourself for yourself in alignment of receiving it. So again, it's bringing ourselves into vibrational alignment of what our destiny is. That's what it's all about. Every moment is a destiny. Make no mistake about it. Whether you're going through a release, a dark night of soul, it's still your destiny. You must absolutely feel the energies and the choices that you've created. You've got to feel it to heal it. And you've got to forgive everybody else in the process, because you've aligned with those experiences, as painful as they are, because you're allowing yourself the deepest depths of acceptance of your community, and that is the oneness of the Christ, as well as the roles that you've played in other realms and other dimensions, through which you've played perpetrator and victim. So one cannot always live through life, a full life cycle, on one side of the scale. The scale must always balance. And that is why you have those choices and those tower moments, to bring you into the understanding, wow, I got to see this from different points of view. I got to feel myself on all levels. I got to give to actually receive. You can never go through an entire life cycle of just constantly taking. You simply can't. Spirit will come down and wipe the tower. Spirit will say, you need to learn how to give now. You need to learn how to be of support. You need to learn how to lift others up. And you got to move through that so that the ego understands the process of the evolution of the soul, and to give it a break, right? This is where we're moving into this new upside down experience, where it has anything that you move through in your day. And that when you do your daily self-care, when you do your self-alignment and your reflection and your refinement is constantly allowing you to thread back to what really fulfills you. Because all of the choices that are on the superficial experience, and there's nothing wrong with them, we have to move through them to define who we are as spirit. Spirit will ache and ask of you to go farther, to go wider, to go deeper as the sacred geometry that you are. The sacred geometry is a multidimensional shining of thy light, because it's transparent. If you're not transparent, you're not shining full in your light. That transparency allows you to be that sacred geometry, that cube that can be seen from all different angles, right? It's transparent. That light gets through, it can be seen. That's where we're working in our light body. If there are blocks, if there are densities, if there are mistruths, if there is deceit, if there is manipulations, withholding, any of those things, they veil the chakras, which are sacred geometry. They are vortices of information and wisdom that are the multidimensional vortices of our connection with all that is. And that's why it's our responsibility to work with it every day, to clear it out, to honor it, to honor the sacred geometry of you, so that you can receive the light, work with the light, unpack the light, and then become greater in the light. That sacred geometry allows that full transparency experience of what's going on in the all of you, the soul of you. You're constantly being uplifted with new gifts, with new energies, with new tools, and it's up to each person to take that on and say, okay, spirit, I'm with you. Your marriage is with spirit. Always has been, always will be. From all masters, from all religions that masters were wrapped in. It's always about knowing thyself, seeking thyself, discovering thyself. And when you move into that experience of self-love and self-prophecy, you know, your legacy is your prophecy. What do you prophesize for yourself? Release everything that you see on the outside. What is your prophecy for thyself? And take that daily self-care to continue to align that sacred geometry. Because you want to be as crystalline clear every day. That doesn't work for me. That story is not working for me anymore. I'm letting it go. Releasing the burdens. Having that eclipse those energies out from your chakras. Eclipse it out from your field. Eclipse it out from your understanding that you are worthy of those energies. Right? You want to bring yourself to a higher vibrational level. I've learned from them. They were great to learn from them. But I'm honoring myself that I deserve better. I deserve greater. I deserve far deeper and richer and wider. because I'm now in that vibration of myself. That is becoming of the alignment of all that is your destiny, of all that is your soul blueprint. We must move through the density. That's how we understand our choices, our worthiness, our self-value, which has heretofore always been placed outside of us by others and other systems that just constantly deplete and demean who we are as valued beings of divine health and wellness. With spirit, we are infinite. With spirit, we are dynamic. With spirit, we are powerful. We're our own self-sovereign leaders. And so that sounds really great. So let's read that again. Be open to always the infinite and bountiful offerings. Nothing can slip away with you. Nothing can slip away from you that was always meant for you. And your path of discovery, your path of learning and growth, your path to self-love is the allowance of yourself to only be in alignment of it. So your allowance of you, your allowance of your sacred shine, your allowance of your sacred destiny, when you allow yourself to express yourself uniquely and vibrantly and authentically as you are, and without apology, never to play small to other people's stories or other system stories or other bureaucracies, programs, whatever the vibrational stories are that we all come with. Every single person comes with vibrational stories. It's up to each person in their ascension path to choose what story they're going to work on, to really see it from all angles, to know why they chose what they chose, and then let it go. Then they create that new self-belief. And that's what the process of awakening is all about. You actualize yourself by choosing what is right for you, by choosing the new belief of who you are, by choosing the new behaviors and the new attitudes that go with that choice. That's why multidimensional ascension is a lifelong journey. One cannot move through ascension in a week, 2 weeks. Dark night of the soul is a really dark release. It's a really dark release of a lot of karma. But then you got to still work and you got to integrate, you got to process. And that takes time. You got to be with those people that will support you on your journey. And that's why you go through that process of awakening. Are these people going to support me? Is this environment supporting my spiritual growth? Is this environment supporting the fullness of who I want to be? I have big dreams for myself. Is it supportive? Is it empowering? Is it aligning with my highest truth? Then you get to say, I'm going to start designing my environment. This is who I am. And this is what I'm going to offer in. And I'm okay with letting others go. And I'm okay with letting stories go. And I'm okay shutting the door. I'm absolutely okay with it. I'm worth it. And then you start owning that and honoring a new story for yourself and releasing everything that is no longer, and the calling in the heavens and the teams to assist you in removing any residue and densities and cords, stories, whatever else needs to be, especially in, the biggest, our biggest eclipse right before the end of the year. So really do your reflection and your review. What is it that needs to be eclipsed from my experience right now so that I can move into the fullness of me and really get excited about who I am? And we all know what they are. Really subtly, we know what those energies are. We know where all the drama and the conflict are. We know what's constantly niggling at us. And those are the energies to bring forward and just place it on for forgiveness, for compassion, and just releasing it. And then you start that new cycle, right? And you don't need the permission or anybody else's input for you to move on to another cycle. So just know that, right? It's between you and spirit. So you're the only one that shows and offers your readiness for movement and change. It's only between you and God, and it only ever will be. Nobody else has a say on your destiny or your blueprint on your own readiness. It's between you and God. That is why your pure will and intent, it's always with the purity of will that spirit bases your readiness. That's how spirit understands. It's a light quotient experience. So if you're not really sure and you're wishy-washy, going back and forth, I'm not really sure what I want, that's not pure will and intent. The pure will and intent knows that absolutely you've thought about it, you've moved through it, you've experienced it from all levels that it can be experienced. Your pure will intent to move forward, that is exactly what spirit decides and chooses from to assist you in moving through anything. And it's always been that way. That's alchemy. The mind cannot get you there. Pure will intent is of your heart and knowing of who you are as a multidimensional being, because you are the only one that can choose, I want to see myself shine, and nobody has authority over me. Nobody, no thing, no being, nothing. You're a pure authority over you, and spirit will take you there. And so that's why they said, so be open to all the ways that all this bountiful stuff comes to you, because spirit will offer anything to you. That's what spirit wants for you. Spirit wants just for you to be happy and receive. You're worthy of receiving. And allow yourself to know too that you can call in people that also want you to be worthy of receiving, right? And just be okay and put put kind of a turn it off. You can turn off your little ear, turn off when you see those energies of envy and jealousy and those that get upset with you receiving. because they're just moving through their own lack of self, and they've got to reflect on their energies and what they're moving through. And that's just a normal process of change. There are those experiences of conflict and catalyzing energies that inspire them to do their change when they see others move on and create change. So it's just a normal process of evolution. That's how everybody chooses to level up. And so that's the only way insecurities can get worked out, is by facing them. And that's not your job or anybody else's. You're just choosing for you. And also choose to, when you feel jealous and envious, and where those energies are coming from, and just resolve them, and release them. Because you're always abundant. Spirit will always bless you with abundance, always. You're always abundant in every way. So when you are in alignment with you and your soul's journey, remember, you and your soul's journey are unique to you, and you and God wrote it, and only you and God know. All that you manifest and all that you experience is and will always be your union with the co-creator. Remember, you're co-creating everything with spirit, and that is always the lesson. There's nothing about anything on the outside world. We are here to bring heaven through us, heaven through us. Everything on the out is what was from past. So now we get to really bring heaven to earth, and we get to mold it, and we get to create it. So remember, when you're in alignment with all that you are, your soul's journey, your soul's path, your soul's lessons, only you and spirit, only you and spirit, only you and spirit, you absolutely know that everything within it will always be meant for you, and it will always, 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 and this is where we pause, dear lighted ones. It will always be and feel and be expressed and experienced and explored as divine fulfillment. You will always, always, always feel fulfilled. Always. Even if you're thinking that it might not be monumental for something that you've just moved through. Like, say you've just moved through something really challenging, something uncomfortable. That in and of itself will be fulfilling, because you absolutely taught yourself that as a master, you can move it with grace and with poise and with gratitude for all in the experience. And that's the Christ consciousness as oneness, is to know where you stand, to set your boundaries, to set your level of engagement so that you have equal respect coming to you, but you're also having levels of respect for everyone that's been moving through it, because they all have purpose. It's all purposeful. It's all equal. But you get to set for yourself your standards and levels of engagement and interaction. You don't have to commune and entangle and exchange energy with energies that are in constant conflict. You get to choose not to. But you also get to empower and inspire and be grateful for your expression in showing the oneness that you have with it, right? And then refining and reflecting what your learning is of it, because it's all needed, it's all valued, it's all required, right? But it's up to each person to do their own reflection. That's the work. That's the inner work. That's where you get that shine, right? And so that was really exciting. So there's lots coming. There's lots coming. And so let's do a card. We're going to do one of my 5D cards. So exciting. Oh my gosh. And so teams, is there anything else that you wanted to come forward and say, my beautiful councils and groups that come with me and every day? I'm so grateful. Thank you, Spirit and the Holy Creators. Thank you, my Mother, Father. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, we are the creators of light. Thank you. And we enjoy your anticipation of all of the miracles that you walk before and walk within. For you understand that sometimes when you think of the experiences as portals, that you're walking through something. And the portals are really the energies that you set within yourselves. To know yourself as a portal of light, constantly evolving with spirit within, changing the intention of who you are within, because that's where intention, the purity of intent begins in alchemy through your oneness with spirit, knowing that in that pure intent, everything shifts and changes, and that's the moment that portal awakens. So just know that. We often think of portals being outside of us, we got to walk through it, or we got to wait for a special alignment. The portal is within you. So thank you, Spirit, for recognizing that and allowing us to see that as always with our pure intent and our love with you and our honor with you. For we're always walking in a story of constant benevolence and constant love and joy. And we're always allowing ourselves to be in adoration of you, and it's only up to you and each and every one of you, dear lighted ones, to step beyond what you think hold you back or bind you. And why can you not just be simply joyful and in your own sacred dance of who you are in all moments? There is nothing outside of you that can affect you to take away from your dance and take away from your joy and take away from your voice. Nothing outside of you is of control of you. For you can allow yourself in turn to be the joy and the blessedness and the happiness of who you are in all moments. And we offer this to you in all moments, for within is without. The energies are always blessed to you from above, so that you may anchor them in your light of below and allow yourself this free-flowing path of light always, dear lighted ones. And we come to you from the Pleiades, dear lighted ones. We are so happy to be with you today. We're so happy to see each and every one of you carve out your new way. And yes, we do see that sometimes when you are moving through great expressions of change that you feel uncomfortable, and that is okay. It's like you're trying to stretch yourself into a new way of becoming and being. And you will find that the more that you release, the more that you simplify, the happier you will be. So align in the light of who you are and the sacredness of you, and do not wait for a moment to express who you are at the sacredness of who you are, and allow yourself to constantly seek the joy. Seek the joy of your voice. Seek the joy of your becoming. Seek the joy of your oneness with your planet, dear lighted ones. There is much to entertain yourselves with. For spirit is infinite in the entertainment and the bountifulness of the blessings that are herein. Haya to the Kesha, Shaya and the Kata the Kate, Casey, Haya la Kata the Maya to the Kesha, Shaya to the Ah. Hi, Shishia, Mamma Kata the Kesha, Shaya to the Kate, Lana Kata the Gate, the Ho, and then a Marag, the day Marag, Hey, Shishia, and a Muddy Kid, na the Kesha, Shia, and Kata the Kate, La Kata the Kitten. Oh, there's a lot of energy moving through me right now. They want to get this through. This is about the sacred co-creations that you have with all aspects of life. And they're calling it sacred ceremony. So if you just choose to sit with this intention of these vibrations of sacred ceremony and these expressions over the next 24 to 48 hours, then you will receive what you are meant to from your celestial teams and the highest guides to align you and continue aligning you with your highest and your best path with the Holy Creator on your own destiny and purpose. Thank you, Holy Creators and the councils of lightness and symphonies of light. Was there anything that you would like me to create of sound, mind, and the Holy Spirit within us to align with our highest path of 3D to 5D, 5D living and lifestyle through the conduit that I am as the Holy Creator, with Spirit as the conduit. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the benevolence of love and light to our grids and to all beings of sacred service and sacred joyful dance and song. Thank you. We are the creators of love and light. Thank you. And in your sacred service, there is always the sacred oneness through all that you entangle with and thread with. For understanding that in all moments that you are a being of light and energy, you are constantly entangling, and we wish for you just to be awake and aware of the joy that you can bring into all things, all moments. For there is nothing before you that can be anything that will be not overturned or overcome by you, through you, and for you are the vessel through which all that spirit works and loves and lives. For this is how you transform the lands that you walk on, dear lighted ones, is simply being the vessel through which love is, the sacredness of all that is spirit. Why in your challenging times, you seek that love and oneness within one another, and you see the commonalities and the purposefulness of each plan, of each experience, of each expression, for that is why you have one another in your realities. For how boring would it be if you only saw the one expression of one experience? And oftentimes you get stuck in the dramas of seeing those going through such challenge and such pain. Release it, dear lighted ones, and offer them hands of compassion and inspiration. For all reflections are needed and required for all to see their oneness within it. And this is your oneness. To see the pain in another is the pain of you. To see the triumph in another is the triumph in you. To see the path of another is to see the path within you, dear lighted ones. But it is for your only in your path with spirit to find your own genuine offer, your own genuine uniqueness of who you are as spirit. And may the lands and may the soils and may the seeds awaken to incredible rainbow light. For this is what you are, dear lighted ones. You are the rainbow tribe, seeding this sacred soil and these sacred earths with rainbow tribe light. Rainbow tribe light are the ancestors that you come with, each and every one of you, within the soul of who you are, in allowance of who you are, to sing and dance and be the flavor of who you are. Why we have offered it to you in the Technicolor Dream Coat, for it is infinite colors, infinite realms, infinite bodies and forms that you come from and in. Desiring and honoring to live through you in all ways. Thank you, dear lighted ones. I see a mama cat the case, she I am the car like it again, I that with it, she another cat the hi, she I know cat the gate, nana. Thank you, Spirit. Hi, Shishana Makata Decay. Hi, Lana Madaga again, and get it again, and a cat at decay, Shishana and a cat decay. So these are the ancestors of light. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. If you look at you, everyone and everything upon you as delicate, through which all things that are of your doing and of your becoming, and everything that you radiate out is of delicacy, so that you are never to place your words or intentions to harm any other, for all is delicate. For all hearts matter, all systems of light matter, all life matters. And how may you treat life delicately? How may you treat yourself delicately? How may you treat one another delicately? For all hearts are hearts of God. Make no mistake about that, dear lighted one. And we stream these energies to you in love and light. And we are always with you, dear lighted ones. From all councils and all realms, speak to us. Speak to us in the kindness and the reverence through which we honor you in all of your paths going forward in your own light, to make allowance of who you are as joy and as beauty through the carving of your own unique ways and your own unique expressions. May you always be, and know that you have our hearts and our love with you always. We adore you, dear lighted ones, and in this we now allow you to proceed. And we close this ceremony with sacred sounds. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Please bring forward to me the 3 sounds of the sacred ancient language we would like to speak. That was from the office of the one. Thank you, Holy Sacred Ra. Thank you, Holy Mother Father, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, Holy Mother Father, your sacred children of delicacy. So be of kindness and joy to one another, and always seed your gardens in love and nourishment, and cultivate with compassion and joy. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Wow, that was great. And our card today, our 5th dimensional card, is universal creativity. And that is seen beyond what was. That is being beyond what was, speaking beyond what was, allowing yourself to speak only of sacred tongue as often as possible, just reminding yourself, gentle reminders, that you are, and all life is delicate. And what that means is that the delicacy that is life, and when you radiate anything from your beingness, you are a vessel. When you radiate anything to creation, anything that you feel within yourself as a vibration, it pulsates out to creation, and the rest of creation feels that the sacred geometry of that one thought ripples out to the all. And so they were reminding us of how all life is delicate, and all life is a part of the natural flow that is spirit. And we're merely here to just transmute in the highest love and the highest light of all creation. And so we love you and we honor you, dear lighted ones. Take full advantage of this Beaver full moon eclipse in Taurus. Taurus are very steadfast, hardworking people that are constantly grounded to the earth to cultivate these new ways of becoming and being. And we are the pavers of new ways. And we are the ones, as many crystalline children, as many crystal children, we are the ones that are the code breakers that bring new ways to old systems that are in deep need of change through stagnation and through fear-based experiences that only bring ill health and disease. So allow us our space to create. allow us our reverence and our respect. We come from many worlds, we come from many realms, and we have been the ones to be nominated to create the breaking of old systems and the breaking of old codes, along with many of you. So just know that each person has a unique point of play on this beautiful canvas that we are all creating together. No one is held higher or above. We are all equal. We each have unique gifts of beingness in our one creative hearts of one. And this is our human joy and exploration back from separation into oneness. And we love you, delighted ones. Any links of donation would be below. Today is our final day. If you get your email to me by today, we'll still honor the $33 for the 4-card reading. And I will fit you in probably next week or next week after. So we thank you, dear light ones. We love you so very much. Have fun with this full moon eclipse in Taurus. We love you so much. And go out and have a beautiful, creative, beautifully refined day about who you are as this luxurious, sensual being that is meant to have fun, meant to be of joy, meant to absolutely be in the flow that is all spirit, the joy and the beauty that is all creation, just living through you. Bye.